tonight's forecast. A flame is coming. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way. That's one of your phones. Get out the way, out the way. Get out the way, out the way. Get out the way, out the way. That's one of your phones. You got crazy in the place.
And the action continues on. Welcome back to the Barre Lodge at Barre, Vermont wrestling fans. Happy to have you here. Green Mountain Wrestling's WinterSlam III continues on. Peter DeLonge with you on the call. And coming down to the ring, the hottest commodity coming out of New York. These guys got together as a tag team not long ago and quickly became fan favorites, especially after their breakout performances at our collaborative event with Game Changer Wrestling a few months back. Green Mountains and me. Don Freeze especially picking up a few more dates along with Game Changer Wrestling. But these two as a tag team unit have shown themselves to be a formidable force. And like I said, incredibly popular.
Guapo Suave.
On the opposite end of that spectrum. If you don't know the story, let me spin it for you quick. One half of this team right here, Guapo Suave, that man, Diego Alvarez, went up against Don Freeze in the opening round of the Green Mountain Classic to crown the very first Green Mountain champion. In that matchup, Don Freeze came up with the win, but Diego Alvarez, the sore winner, attacked him after the match. In the semifinals matchup with Don Freeze going up against Gabe Sky, Diego Alvarez came down during that match and attacked Don Freeze and cost him the match. After that, we heard from Lex Lozano. Lozano showing his displeasure for his tag team partner's actions, not agreeing with them, separating himself from it, distancing himself from his partner's actions. I'm not sure if these two are going to be on the same page here tonight, but Alvarez is definitely going to be out for revenge of some sort. But before we go any further, let's kick it over to Tony Morse for the opening announcements.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. This match is brought to you by Vermont Clean and Green, locally owned and operated by a native Vermonter. Vermont Clean and Green is an all-in-one property care business specializing in power washing and yard care services. Vermont Clean and Green, beautifying Vermont 1 yard at a time.
Oh, yeah!
Introducing first, in the corner to my left, hailing from the coldest place in New York State.
Yeah!
And weighing in at a combined weight of 615 pounds, the frozen one, Don Freeze, and the dread icon, Corey Jackson. Together, they are Frozen Solid!
A solid tag team name as well, if I do say so myself.
And their opponents, hailing.
Oh, what is this now? Alvarez straying further and further away from the man that he told us he wanted to be.
Look, Tony, I like you. We're friends. But you got about 3 seconds to get your fat ass out of this ring.
Oh, that's uncalled for.
Oh, you want to boo me now, huh? What happened? I thought we were all friends. I thought you guys liked me. Oh no, you guys have shown your true colors throughout the last year. You chose that piece of garbage over me. You know it's the truth. Look at me. I look like a real professional wrestler, not these guys. You guys should have cheered for me. What are you laughing at, sweetheart? You guys know, they know what? No, I'm not done talking.
You can see the dissension here among the ranks.
No.
Hold on.
I apologize to my tag partner. It was a long ride up here in Vermont. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Let's go. Good shot, baby!
A little bit of damage control here. Hold on.
Who do you think you are, huh? Yeah, you think you're all tough? What are you gonna do about it now, huh? What are you gonna do, huh? Come on, let's go. Come on.
Lozano He changed his ways. We thought Diego Alvarez was a different person. And he's shown his true colors. I mean, I understand the frustration, but he's just going about it the wrong way here. And unfortunately, I think the veneer has worn off, the mask has dropped, and we are seeing the true Diego Alvarez. Regardless of that, Lex Lozano trying to keep the peace here, trying to keep a smile on his face, keep it sportsmanlike, in direct contrast to Diego Alvarez's unsportsmanlike conduct. The athleticism on display once again. Surprising agility. And Alvarez clearly has an axe to grind with Don Freeze. Look at this. Freeze trying to trip him up, trying to bring him down for a pin, but Lozano. Uh-oh, reversal by Freeze. Vipasso hits the midsection, down to the knees, kick to the jaw. Back down again. And a pump kick right to the side of the face. Corey Jackson, the dreaded icon, going to work here. And Alvarez now, not the legal man, in without a tag. Bouncing back and forth like a pinball. Caught in the middle again and again. Hopefully he'll learn his lesson and stay out of a situation that he doesn't belong in. Over the top. That's it. Corey Jackson wins the Royal Rumble. Oh, wait. Tag, Don Freeze, a legal man. And Lex Lozano still the legal member of their team. Talking to Diego Alvarez on the outside, hopefully trying to get him on the same page. Hold on a second. With a little insistence, the dreaded icon comes crashing down on Guapo Suave. And you can hear the crowd here at the Barre Lodge in Barre, Vermont, loving Frozen Solid. Corey Jackson, such a nice guy. Someone in the crowd said, go easy on him. He said, all right, I got you. No problem. Freezer not looking to go easy on Lozano, however. Clothesline over the top. And Alvarez back in, slaps across the face. Not trying to do any serious damage, trying to anger him, trying to distract him, knock him off of his game. Freezer now on the run and catches a clothesline on the outside. No pretty blue mats on the floor there. We don't have that kind of budget. Turns him inside out. Don Freeze crashing on the hardwood floor. And now being sent back into the ring. Lozano now in control. Scooping up the big man, holding him up for a few moments. Power game on display. 2 count only, but you can see Freezer holding his lower back. The damage done to the outside.
Come on, Freeze, let's go.
And a kick to the midsection. And Diego Alvarez tags himself in. You can see the frustration written across the face of Lozano over there. But Alvarez picking his spot, waiting for Don Freeze to be as vulnerable as possible, and then tagging himself in to take full advantage. 2 count only. Waiting for the risk factor to be as low as possible before he comes into this matchup. Freeze fighting back, however. Forearms to the jaw. Alvarez reeling. And Alvarez goes for the eyes. Alvarez completely incensed with the fact that the crowd decides to cheer Don Freeze instead of him. I mean, there's enough praise to go around. Just because someone gets some praise doesn't mean it's being taken away from you. The crowd can appreciate more than one person at one time. But apparently Alvarez does not believe this. The jealousy bubbling over. As now Lozano in control, sending Freeze to the ropes. Hold on a second, gets the tag, reverses Lozano, ducks it, big shoulder block, takes Lozano down. Great game plan by Frozen Solid. Look at that German suplex off of the whiplash. Jackson off the ropes with some height, brings the knee down to the side of the head. And Jackson heading up top. We've seen this before. Incredibly dangerous. Coming off of that top rope. Perfectly placed missile drop kick. Was about to go for the cover, but decided not to. I don't know. That might have been a mistake, a miscue on, a misstep on Corey Jackson's part there. But he does indeed follow up with more offense. As Lozano rolling to the outside now. Uh-oh. Corey Jackson's got that look in his eyes. Cuts him off, takes a shot to the noggin. Ow! But it was worth it for the team as it gave Lozano an opportunity to come in and crush the jaw of Corey Jackson with a knee strike. Both teams giving it their all tonight. And now, the taller Lozano placing Corey Jackson into an abdominal stretch. And Alvarez trying to grab the arm to get better leverage, but Lozano saying, what are you doing? Taking his arm back, saying he can do it on his own. He's trying to be polite, trying to be diplomatic, but saying he doesn't need it. Digging the knuckles into the rib meat of Corey Jackson. Does not feel good. Jackson now makes his way out. Hip toss. And Jackson needs to get to his own partner, get the tag. But Lozano, before he can even think about it, Lozano pulls him back into a pinning combination. Cuts the ring in half, keeping him in enemy territory. Referee Steve Nova keeping a close eye on the action. Back rake. And the crowd inadvertently getting under the skin of Papi Guapo. The last thing that Alvarez wants to hear is that the crowd wants Don Freeze. On the way just in time. Corey Jackson kicks Alvarez back, ducks the clothesline, and here comes Don Freeze. And Alvarez doesn't know what to do with himself. Ducks the clothesline, off the ropes, flying forearm to the head. Alvarez goes down, make it twice. Ducks the clothesline, picks him up. Oh, wait a minute. Alvarez to the crown of Freeze's head. Oh, big back body drop by the Frozen One. Alvarez back up on his feet. Forearm to the jaw now. Papi Guapo in trouble. Freezer with a head of steam. Buries the shoulder into the midsection twice in the corner. Athleticism on display once again from the middle rope. Cross body. Goes for the cover. But Lozano wouldn't break it up. Jackson now in to even the odds. Lozano to the outside. Gets the legal tag. And kicks Jackson to the outside. Leaving Don Freeze alone with both members. Picks him up. Crashing him down. Goes for the cover. No. 2 count only. Jackson punch to Lex Lozano. Alvarez catches it, goes for the sexy neck breaker, but Freeze. Oh no! Reversal by Alvarez, brings him down for a DDT, goes for the cover. Broken up by Jackson again. All four of these guys showing just how much heart they have. Oh, shoulder first into the steel post. Lozano to the outside now. Getting a tag from Alvarez. Freezer now struggling to get back up to his feet. But Alvarez tags himself back in. Clubbing blow across the shoulder blades. Now Lozano tags himself back in. These guys are not on the same page right now. And they've reached a boiling point. These two are about to explode. Wow! Lozano shoving Alvarez down, taking the wrist tape off. Kick to the side of the head. Taking advantage of the miscommunication. Alvarez back up, arguing with Steve Nova. Wait a minute, Lex Lozano just took his chain off. Looking directly at the camera, takes his chain off. No! Freezer's out! Drop kick right to the face of Corey Jackson. And what did we just see? Was this all a ruse? And Freezer's completely out. Referee Steve Nova has no choice but to call for the bell. And Alvarez won't let go. And now Lozano on Corey Jackson. And it's pretty clear to me now that Lex Lozano was feigning concern, was playing the part. These two pulled the wool over all of our eyes. What a performance! An Oscar-worthy performance by Guapo Suave. Despicable behavior by both of these men. I think I speak for the rest of the crowd and the viewership when I say that I think we were hoping that Lozano, as the cooler head, would prevail here. But it turns out they were on the same page the entire time. Unfortunately, it was Alvarez's page. And Freeze and Jackson pay the price. We may need to get medical help out here for Don Freeze. Folks, don't go anywhere. Plenty more action to come. WinterSlam 3 continues on, as we can only hope for the best here for Don Freeze.
What's your name?